Digest. What's up and welcome back. Game day at home versus the Charlotte Hornets. We do not have Fred VanVleet, the all-star hopeful tonight. We also do not have this rookie sensation, Scottie Barnes. He is not in either, but we do have a lot of guys still in the lineup, and the point guard issue tonight will be clear, but Delano Banton starting to get some more minutes to help clear that void, or fill that void, I should say. And then also, we started Pascal Siakam at the 1 spot. So as I said pre-game, I mean, just because you start there, it doesn't mean a whole lot. You'll probably just be playing in your natural position. But Pascal Siakam's been a natural playmaker. So let's see how he does tonight. And ooh, Delano Banton, his second three-pointer of the game already. Here we go, man. Making the most of his minutes. He had a monster G League performance the other night. Just picks up a block as well. Delano playing great. Kelly Oubre shoots that three. He's been lights out, but misses. We're wasting no time with this. We're getting right into the action. The Raptors are currently up 32-14. I mean, if you guys were in on last live stream, you know how disappointing that game was. We got to come back with a big effort here to win. I think the Raptors are like tied for wins and losses in all of their like ways of looking at the season. On the road, they're the same like wins and losses. At home, they are. Their last 10, they're 5-5. All the numbers are right at 500 right now. So let's get a little bit above 500 again. Delano Banton, beautiful move, just misses the floater. You know what's interesting? I was listening to Paul Fabreitz, PJ Performance, the dunk doctor on Instagram. He was talking about how a good floater, he used Trae Young's as an example. When you do it, you don't break the wrist. You don't break the wrist. You want to like high-five the rim. He says because you already have so much forward momentum, you never follow through with the wrist on the floater. You just push it. I mean, like, it seems pretty obvious, but someone used the analogy of high-fiving the rim, and they showed some slow-motion footage that made it make a lot of sense. But, not everyone's got a floater like Trae Young. And Terry Rozier with the bucket for the Hornets. I believe Nick Nurse calls a timeout, but 32-18 is the current score. And, guys, I've been already a little bit disconnected with the chat here, so let me see what's up. Hey, we got Susie in the chat. Shouts out to Susie. Magnetics out here. Unfortunately, I'll say this right now, for the hot take segment, we always open it up with Marcel's Minute. It's the segment within a segment, but unfortunately, he will not be with us tonight. He's busy, but he will be hosting the return to Toronto for Kyle Lowry with me. When we face the Heat on, I think it's Sunday, I've got Marcel hosting it with me, so you guys don't want to miss that. It's going to be a lot of fun for anyone who saw the episode earlier with Marcel. I mean, he killed it. He's great at this. You don't want to miss it. Make sure to tune in. Oh, we got Marcel leveling up the membership tier. Hold on, I'll play the animation really quick. Man, shouts out to Marcel Martin, always doing the most for the channel. As I'm breaking down how he's going to be in front of the camera for us again, I'm so excited, and it's going to be a legendary night. So Marcel Martin hopping into the chat just to up the membership tier once again. So we already got 40 viewers in here. Shouts out to everybody who's tuning in. Drop a like spike nice and early. So I'm going to look at some of the stats on the box score. So right away, Gary Trent Jr., who you can see I bet on him to get at least 20 points tonight. I missed that when we faced the Trailblazers. That whole game was just garbage. I don't even know where to begin with it, but he didn't end up getting it that game. I thought the X team logic, where you have the chip on your shoulder, you're going back into your old building. Players typically, they tend to ball out against their former teams. Did not happen for Gary Trent Jr., unfortunately. I think he had 13 points right on the dot. So I was far off with my bet, but I think he's bound to break out of this slump soon because I'm starting to get worried about Gary. But tonight he's looked great. 8 minutes, 8 points. And as you can see, I need 20 from him on the bet. And then Pascal Siakam, 7 or more assists. I was talking about how he started at point guard tonight. Well, he's looked great so far because he already has 3 assists. So that's on pace to hit. But fingers crossed, knock on wood, we'll see where this one goes. It was plus 300 through bet 365 on the player builder, the same game parlay option. I didn't have time before the stream tonight to post it, but let's see. I got a good feeling about this one. Hold on. Marcel Martin dropping another super chat. He's saying, hold on. Wrong tab here. He's saying that He's on his way back from date night, but Marcel's minute must go on. So maybe I'm still hearing from Marcel. He'll give us a piece of his mind from the car or wherever he is, letting us know what he thinks of the Raptors. But right now, I'm sure he'll only have positive things to say as Siakam lays it up for us. 34-18. The Raps have come out running. This is great to see because that Trailblazers game was massively disappointing. But shouts out to Marcel Martin for the super chat. Terry Rozier off the dribble, kicks it to Bridges. Book night, then over to Kelly Oubre. Or sorry, not Kelly Oubre. Who was that? But Charlotte hits the 3 there. PJ Washington. Brittany Renner. Someone's got to bring it up to him out there. Get him off his game. I know what. It's actually kind of sad what happened to him. And it's hilarious. You look at the other athletes, right? Like Deion Sanders. He's go, oh, Gary Trent Jr. Man, knocking it down. Bring me my money, Gary. You guys already know I have the bet there. That's his 11th point of the night already. Delano Banton with a great contest. But what I was saying about Brittany Renner is it's hilarious because Deion Sanders, he's one of those coaches. Oh, no way. Gary misses again, or misses that one. Deion Sanders, he brought Brittany Renner out to talk to his high school football team to say, you guys cannot fall into this trap. She's looking for athletes who are just in college. You know, she's going to trap you, get you, whatever. Brittany Renner's diabolical, but PJ Washington's been kind of getting memed in the media for a while now. I got to wonder how many people bring it up to him when they start chirping on the floor. You know, it involves his son, so hopefully not too many, but Brittany Renner is the devil. That is for certain. So Chris Boucher, he's already got, hold on. I guess I took a moment to get set up because it's saying Chris Boucher already. Oh, never mind. That's Siakam's line. So yeah, Siakam's at 11-4-4 already. He's on triple-double watch really early tonight, guys. I'm excited for this game. I think he's really rising up to every challenge he's had so far this season. Or I guess in the last 20 games, I'll say. He's been great. You know, he came out really underperforming, and then he whipped himself back into shape really quickly. And now that he's getting the challenge of being our point guard tonight, I'm excited to see what Pascal can do with it. As I said earlier, Fred VanVleet is out tonight with a knee injury, and then Scottie Barnes, I think it's his elbow, or no, it's his wrist. He's out with a wrist injury. Neither guy with too serious of an injury tonight, but you know, all intents and purposes, hope they're doing better, getting their rest. See Fred VanVleet right there on the bench doing his thing. We'll probably get some more Justin Champagnie minutes tonight. He hit 2 3-pointers in the Trailblazers game, was perfect beyond the arc, and, you know, did his regular thing rebounding. Again, nothing too crazy, but he brings great energy consistently. Yeah, Mike Kamina popping into the chat now. Jet for Sale 1, Cook It Son. There we go. My chat's just refreshing now, but we already got 60 people in here. So if you're watching this, do me a big favor, drop a like spike. You guys know, as soon as we get to 100 likes on the video, I zip it. But if you could help me get there quick, I'd appreciate it. So what do you guys think about Miles Bridges' games this year? I mean, obviously he's elevated it. He's in the MIP conversation, and obviously we posted that stat earlier. I forget who collected it, but the majority of people in a poll voted that they would rather have Miles Bridges than Pascal Siakam. And, you know, I'm not saying that's like crazy right away, but what do you guys think? It's an interesting conversation because Bridges is a little bit younger, so maybe he does have potential at one day to be a bit more of a top-end player. But who knows? I mean, Pascal Siakam's already had a very impressive career. He's got the championship, so that ultimate goal and accolade, he does have that to his name, but trying to think about it, Adam. Oh, yo, I missed this. I totally missed this, guys. How did this fly right over my head? PJ Washington and beefing with Justin Champagnie. See, I got caught up in the chat for a second. I need to get acquainted with what's going on right now. That's crazy. Oh my God, someone must have brought up the Brittany Renner situation. Bro. My God, he was getting stepped there. Ramaz telling me PJ Washington got ejected. Bro, what? I literally looked down to the chat for 1 second. I'm out to lunch right now. Oh my God. I was making those comments about Brittany Renner, but it definitely got brought up. I asked for it and it happened. You know, Justin Champagny said some foul stuff out there. I totally missed what happened. I need another replay. I just saw the push happen. I didn't see what led up to it. Justin Champagny looks confused. I'm confused. Man, what? I missed this. Choked about that. Jeremy W. saying typical refs not giving Raps calls and it led to BS. Yeah, Washington's out of there. Same with Champagny. Okay, gets the props from Masai on his way out. I'll put on the flames for that. Masai standing by his guy saying, hey, don't back down. Don't take that. All right, I like it. Justin Champagny's a scrappy dude. I mean, Dennis Rodman-esque, according to Marcel Martin. But I see it. He lives on the glass. The Worm 2.0. But Delano Banton with the ball brings it across the half for the Raptors. I still can't believe we just had that happen, and it, for a moment, flew over my head completely. But both teams now down a player. But PJ Watt, to be honest, that's a pretty good trade-off for the Raptors. Don't get me wrong. I love Justin Champagny, but PJ Washington being out and we only exchanging him for that, I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. I think PJ Washington's a starter. So Delano Banton having a nice little start tonight. People have been begging for him to get some more minutes. A lot of people also sticking up for Malachi Flynn, saying that he should get a little bit more floor time. And as I've been saying, with Fred VanVleet and I guess to a certain extent Scottie Barnes out tonight, you're missing a lot of playmaking. Guys will need to step up, and it looks like Delano Banton's done a nice job so far. And Pascal Siakam, he's got at least 3 assists, but let me see. Or sorry, he's got 4 now, yeah. 11, 4, and 4 for Siakam. I read that out a moment ago. But yeah, Siakam doing a great job distributing the ball so far and then going to the rack when no one guards him. I like Gary's new hair with the headband and the braids. It looks good. They missed that free throw, and there we go. Malachi Flynn sighting. I asked for it, and I get it. This is crazy. I'm just speaking things into existence right now. But Malachi Flynn on the court. You know, Eric Flynn right now is just, he's got a Facebook post being ready to be written. But oh, there we go. Gary Trent Jr. Oh my God, Gary. He's looking great tonight. This is what we need from Gary Trent Jr. Hit those open shots, push the ball offensively, try to get defenders on you. His assist game isn't great, but he still has pretty high IQ, so he will pick them up occasionally. But to be a primary scorer tonight with Fred VanVleet out, it's going to be key. Malachi Flynn, offensive foul. Terry Rozier sold that pretty well, but Malachi Flynn pushing off a bit. And we almost got 80 live viewers right now. So guys, if you're watching this, do me a big favor. Drop the like spike. Help out the channel. The Crimson Flynn has returned. Seeing that in the chat. Damn right he has. I'm excited that he's back in the lineup on the floor again with this team. It's been a long time coming. I mean, we've needed a bench scorer for so long, basically the whole season. And I know that Flynn never actually asserted himself there, but he's gotten such limited minutes. He deserves a bit more. I still have some faith that he could be a starting point guard in the NBA one day. All we need for him to do right now is be a decent backup to third string. But, he hasn't delivered even on that so far. But largely, Nick Nurse hasn't given him a ton of opportunity. Gary Trent Jr. over to OG Anunoby, who shoots the 3, misses that, and it's rebounded by Miles Bridges. Jacks it up the court, last shot of the buzzer, or at the buzzer, misses that one. So the Raptors will go at the end of the first quarter, back to the change room, up by a few points. Or I guess the sideline, but they had a pretty nice start there. Pascal Siakam looking pretty sweet at the point guard spot, filling the all-star boots of Fred VanVleet tonight. No Scottie Barnes, but Gary Trent Jr. getting his scoring touch back a little bit. I've missed this from Gary, and it's been great to see thus far. I have the bet on him, so I love it. And then Pascal Siakam, he needs to go get me 7 assists. Only needs 3 more of those. So we're looking pretty good right now, and that's a plus 300 bet. Not bad. Not bad at all. And we're only at 29 likes, so if you guys can drop a like on this video, help out the channel. It's always appreciated. And if you have any bets of your own, let me know in the chat. I'm curious to hear. Lord 2 Senpai saying Malachi Weasley in the building. Jeremy W saying starting point guard for a good team, though, Josh, asking about what I'm saying about Malachi. No, probably not, but still, to say you could be like a starting quality point, I don't know about quality. I think that like the ceiling he could ever get to is like a Dennis Schroeder type. But Dennis Schroeder had like, a couple really good years. I mean, he was almost a 6-man, actually. If you could think of Dennis Schroeder like 3 to 4 years ago, the kind of Dennis Schroeder I'm trying to like verbalize right now, I could see him ending up like that, where he's a pretty good option off the bench, like not typically a 6-man candidate, but I that's a ceiling. I don't think it's not necessarily likely, but I do still believe he has that level of talent in him if he gets the playing time and development. He's a great college player. If you looked at him last season, you thought this was definitely a possibility. He just hasn't got the minutes this year. Not a bad defender either. Tom Moreau saying Flynn's ceiling is Hobbit home high. That's just disrespectful. That is just disrespectful by Tom M. Slandering my man. But yeah, the undersized, being undersized is what it is. It's definitely a disadvantage to him. He's an energetic defender, but when you have Fred VanVleet out there as well and you want to be a bigger team, I get how finding minutes for Malachi as well is difficult, because Fred VanVleet plays the most minutes in the NBA right now. I understand where that conflict of interest arises. You need to keep the size up a little bit more than that, but hey, I think he's so talented. I'm sad that he hasn't played more, because clearly he wants it bad. He's worked for it. And then Yuta Watanabe picking up a lazy foul, running up on offense, kind of getting tangled up trying to set a pick, but there's really no need for that pick. I guess it's nice. He's like trying to do a bunch of little things, but that's an unnecessary pick. That just cost us. No reason. Yuta Watanabe needs to get back on his game a little bit. I won't over criticize that, even though it was dumb. And then not Malachi Flynn, LaMelo Ball getting fouled there. He'll be shooting 2 at the line. He gets pretty nice treatment from the officials. I'm actually a LaMelo fan, so I'm not mad about it, but he definitely already has a fair bit of respect from the officials and some practice drawing calls for sure. So what do you guys think? Do you think LaMelo Ball, do you think he'll become an all-star? I mean, I know we got Fred VanVleet to do so, but hypothetically, both of them could get it. I mean, no doubt that LaMelo Ball is going to be an all-star a lot throughout his career, but just speaking strictly on this year. All right. LaMelo Ball inbounding the ball, so he won't be shooting 2. They do the inbounds. James Bouknight, the rookie with it, goes up, misses the layup, but then gets the foul call. Oh, man. That's some garbage. That is such a late call. Man, that's ridiculous. No way. Let's see this. That definitely wouldn't be a call in the playoffs, but whatever. I get it. It's regular season. Still, he's a rookie. Come on. You know what? I thought Bouknight was one of the better scorers in the draft, and I think most people agree on that still. But a lot of teams passed up on him because Charlotte got him at what, like 11th? Originally, I thought that he was going to be like better than Franz Wagner, but you guys know how that worked out. Franz Wagner's playing amazing. Trent Jr. throws it to Watanabe, who's covered by Plumlee. Oh, and then Bouknight tries to go for the steal, and they do end up turning over Watanabe. He's getting sloppy with the ball, and then Bouknight gets the little acrobatic layup to go in transition. My God, Yuta Watanabe needs to figure it out a little bit. He's playing goofy out there. Being a little bit extra, just try to do less. Try to do less. Gary Trent Jr. covered by Plumlee. Gives it to Flynn. Flynn's covered by Bouknight. 2 young guys. And ooh, Malachi Flynn. That's what I like to see. There we go, Tom Moreau. He heard what you said about him. Malachi Flynn kicks it they kick it to Oubre. Oubre misses. I keep saying Malachi Flynn. I'm just so excited to see him out there right now. Yuta Watanabe has it. Brings it up the court. Kicks it down to Boucher, who's covered by Oubre. Chris, great first step, and then just misses the dunk. That would have been hype. That's all right. He'll be shooting 2. And shuts out to Chris Boucher. Drunk off the bagged milk. You guys know it. Ramaz in the chat, not very happy with Yuta. I mean, I wish Yuta the best. Great player, great person, but needing to do less right now. He's going through a weird slump with the Raptors. I don't even know about slump, if that's the right word. He's just not playing his best. He's not really impacting the game at the moment, and specifically right now, kind of costing us a little bit. But hey, it's early in this one. We're still up by over 10 points. Chris Boucher hits his second free throw. So 43-31 is the current score with 10:30 left until halftime. And you guys already know at halftime, we play the animation. I got the hot takes segment. You don't want to miss it. At Josh D. Goodwin on Instagram. Call in. Let me know what you're thinking about this game. Give me all of the hot takes. You guys know I want them. Ooh, tough bucket for Book Night. Damn. Malachi Flynn with the ball. Kicks it to Yuta. Ends up with Siakam. Siakam, the point guard. Speaking of point guard, Malachi takes it. That's a bad throw to Yuta, but they keep the ball. OG to Siakam. Oh, he's going to shoot that open three. Oh, just misses it. And Plumlee, Plumlee accepted it. He was going to shoot the open shot. He didn't contest. Kind of dared Siakam to shoot it there, and pays off for Plumlee that time. But we fight for the rebound. Get it away from Mason Plumlee. Chris Boucher's got it. Brings it up court. Oh, nice. To Flynn for three. Gets it. Nothing but net. Malachi Flynn. Absolutely tearing that monkey off his back. He's in the game, getting minutes, scoring buckets. I think he's perfect right now. But Pascal with a nice rebound there. Gets it up to the front court. Nice. That's another assist for Pascal Siakam. Keep the good times rolling right now. My bet is looking amazing at the moment. Malachi Flynn getting me excited as well. This is a lot of fun. LaMelo Ball's got it. Shoots the mid-range. Wow. Whew. Both of the Ball brothers came into the league with some pretty janky shooting form. Although they're very talented and offensively capable. I'm going to say janky shooting mechanics. And now they're just looking really good and fundamental and consistent. Both guys are going to be stars. And I hope Jello works out too. I seriously do. Anunoby misses that. That's not his shot, man. OG Anunoby just looks so unnatural on offense. Tom Moreau saying, I still say Flynn has hairy feet. Tom Moreau being a hater right now. Bro, I'm telling you, Malachi Flynn, offensively potent. We need it off the bench. He needs more reps than he's got. Him and his hairy feet belong on the court. Achua checks into the game. He's covering LaMelo. Or sorry, this is on. Raptors are on offense right now. Malachi has it. Throws it to Pascal. Pascal backing in on Book Night. High at the point. Ooh, nice. Throws it to Malachi. Malachi covered by Martin. Back to Siakam. And that is a... Oh, if he hit that. If he hit that, that was the end of the shot clock. Kind of a prayer in the mid-range. That was like a Kobe-level shot, but Siakam airballs it, unfortunately. And it will be Hornets ball here. LaMelo Ball takes it up court. He's chopping it up. Calls for the pick. Drives on Siakam. Oh, Siakam doing a great job of keeping LaMelo in front of him. And then Yuta Watanabe with just a bad foul. Okay, Yuta's playing terrible at the moment. Terrible. He hasn't scored or anything, and he's just cost us a lot. Stupid pick that he didn't need to set, moving across the logo. Literally wasn't even a full court press or anything. Gets caught up with a moving pick. He had the ball stolen away from him at the top of the key because he's trying to dribble backwards. And then this, hops out and fouls at the three-point line. It's just costing us right now. Book Night hits the second free throw. He's perfect so far. But geez, things not looking good for Watanabe at the moment. Started off great. I mean, he was injured for the majority of the beginning of the season, but since coming back, he's looked awesome. Tonight, not really. But hey, we aren't even past half. We'll see what happens. I'm sure Nick Nurse won't keep playing him if it's like this, but I'm confident Yuta Watanabe will not stay at this level of play. He's a capable contributor. Pascal Siakam to OG. OG drives. Tries to find Yuta Watanabe. Gets there. OG shoots the three. Misses that and gets his own offensive rebound. Kicks it to Yuta. Yuta shoots. He could use this. Gets it. There we go. Little bit of redemption. That right there, okay, we're back at even. He cost his team a three-pointer, goes and gets one. Wow. That was a tough layup by LaMelo Ball. I don't think he got fouled. He thought he did, but and then that interior pass to OG Anunoby again. But they foul on the entry. But Pascal Siakam doing a great job just springing the ball up into the front court and letting OG come down with it and get either fouled under the basket or go get the bucket. And then Yuta Watanabe, man, he needed that. Absolutely needed it. Good to see him fighting back a little bit here. It's 51-40. Got a little bit of dyslexia at the moment. And 7:20 left until halftime. Malachi in the paint. Give me that. Nope. Misses. And then almost gets the steal. Precious, you got to grab that, man. I thought Malachi knocked that loose for a moment. And then Precious Achiuwa, great contest. Ball gets stuck over on the back of the backboard there. I got to put on the Flames for a defensive play. Great job by Precious Achiuwa blocking Smith in transition. Love that athleticism by Precious. I don't even know if it was a block. I think that Smith just like felt Precious coming over him, and rather than get swatted, he just threw it to the moon. Watanabe with it to OG. All right, OG. Chopping it up with the dribble. And then, wow, that was, man, OG Anunoby. There we go. Gets it, but it does not look pretty, you know? He's kind of clunky when he dribbles around. That looked like a borderline travel, but hey, I think it was clean. He gets the bucket. We got to work on the fluidity of that, though. Kicks it up court to Malachi Flynn. Malachi down to, oh, great job. Oh! Ooh! That's what I'm talking about. You guys need to see that one. Get me a replay here. Holy. Oh, my God. The defense to the offense, man. Starts with OG Anunoby, then to Flynn, then to Siakam, and then Precious flies in for a big dunk. Gotta get the Flames right back on. Oh, man. That's huge. Chat's popping off right now. T-Bird Pratt saying OG for All-Star. I don't know if we can make that case yet, but he's playing well. Mike Kamina noticing that love the Raps attacking the basket tonight. Me too. Me too. I mean, they're going to need to. No Fred VanVleet. That's a lot of offense gone. You can't be settling for looks like this and just shoot over people all night. You got to go to the rim hard. It'll open things up from the perimeter, play the inside-out game. Doing an amazing job so far. And Pascal Siakam, really loving what he's doing at the point. Does he have any more assists right now? He does. He's got 5 assists now. Sorry, 6 assists. Oh, man. He's flirting with a triple-double for sure right now. 11, 5, and 6. Guys, this could happen tonight. Knock on wood. And we got close to 90 viewers in here. So if you're watching this right now, do me a big favor. Drop the like spike. Help get this video re-recommended to other people. I always appreciate it a ton. We're at 40 likes right now. Once it gets to 100, I'll zip it. But wow, this is a great start for the Raptors. No Scottie Barnes either, which sucks. But okay, here we go. I got the notification for what just happened with PJ Washington and Champagnie. So I'm watching this live. Let's see. Oh, kind of. Oh. Oh. Justin Champagnie. Kind of wanting the smoke, man. Okay, so it starts off. He tries to like slip behind PJ Washington. It was kind of Bridges that messed him up there, wasn't it? Let me see this again. Yeah, and then Champagnie comes down and just kind of does like the Jokic to Marcus Morris or Markieff. I forget which one it was, but when Jokic ran and just sort of hit him right into his back. He's still out with whiplash. That Morris brother, that's tough. But man, Champagnie and PJ Washington kind of going at it. You definitely know Brittany Renner was brought up at some point in these interactions. PJ's triggered. Both of them are ejected now. I kind of miss these moments, man. That would have been insane. I was definitely looking at the chat at the time, but I did see Masai Ujiri give him the props on the way out. So, you know Masai always backs his dudes. Ah, there we go. Gary Trent Jr. already has 13. He had 13 against the Trailblazers last game, and, you know, clearly that wasn't enough. We could have had more of a consistent performance from our guys. We were down by like 34 points at halftime. It was ridiculous. So running out of time in the game, ended up with a loss. Just a sick joke. If we want to be in the play-in game and, like, you know, get a first-round matchup, which I think this team's fully capable of doing, you don't even need to. I think we could avoid the play-in game, honestly. We just got to play our best basketball a bit more consistently, because this has been really inconsistent even when we've turned it around. Bridges knocks it down. Wow. Siakam's got it. Brings it over the half. OG Anunoby, he's covered by Martin. It's with Siakam. Siakam covered by Miles. Yeah, it's Miles Plumlee. And then, ooh, Siakam in the mid-range. Spicy P. This man needs to become an all-star. 13 points for him so far. He is flirting with a triple-double. You don't want to go anywhere. And then Kelly Oubre misses, and on the rebound, Cody Martin misses as well. Malachi in transition to OG. Gorgeous. I didn't think Malachi made the greatest decision there, but it works out. OG scores the bucket. I'm kind of being hard on the guys tonight, but, you know, I was worked up after last game, so expecting a bounce-back effort, and at the moment, that is what we were getting. Up by 15 points after Cody Martin lays up that ball. And we're flirting with 100 viewers here, so guys, if you're watching this right now, make your presence felt. Drop a like spike. Help me get up to 100 likes on this video. I appreciate it. And Precious, his second three-pointer of the first half, man. There we go. The Flames stay on. This is insane. The Raps playing great right now. Terry Rozier with the ball to Oubre. And then on the interior to Plumlee. It's with Terry again. And then a foul. Oh, man. He, like, fell over. That's not. He just tripped up. It was nothing to do with Malachi. What? Raptors pick up the foul. It's Malachi's third. Wow. So Malachi Flynn already kind of in a little bit of foul trouble, but he's came in and played really well. He's got at least 5 points and a couple assists. And then Book Night with the bucket. So 63-47, 4:15 left until halftime. And guys, at half I have the hot takes segment, so you don't want to miss that. Make sure to call in at Josh D. Goodwin. Send me a DM, and I'll get you to come over the mic on halftime and give me your hot takes. Don't hold back. I want to hear what you guys got to say. I mean, of course, be respectful, no swearing or anything like that. But come in animated and let me know what you guys are seeing out here in the first half. But I think for the most part, you know, the hot takes should be optimistic and good tonight, because the Raps are playing great. We laid an egg the last time on the court, as I've been saying, versus the Portland Trailblazers, who beat us in our first matchup as well. They had no Norman Powell, no Dame Lillard. We could not take advantage. A tough one to accept losing. But, you know, it happened the way it happened, and you move on. And clearly the Raptors have a refreshed effort tonight. Taking some of that second half momentum they were able to build up, unfortunately a little bit too late, but carry it over into this effort and hopefully get a win. There we go. Siakam hits the extra point there. Or extra point. Both free throws go for him. So what is he at? Like 15 points? Man, you just love to see it. Okay, Ramaz texted me. He's going to be on hot takes. Unreal. And then Miles Bridges saying he gets... Okay, he knew he wasn't fouled there as well. Come on. Miles Bridges, like, laughed. No way. Okay, you guys know I'm not biased about this. I try my hardest to give, like, honest opinions about how the game's being officiated, and that should not have been a foul. Nowhere close. Come on now. Miles Bridges even knew it. All right, so he hits both free throws. The Raptors get the ball back. Malachi Flynn has it as he crosses half. So, oh my God, they've had 17 free throws and we've had 5. That's just like a ridiculous disparity. So it goes out off the Hornets. Gary Trent Jr. loses it out of his hands, but we will be getting the ball back here. Man, Kem Burge has been hurt so much this year. He's only played like 15 games. Maybe more. I feel like it's only been that at most, though. Oh! Achua goes for the dunk and gets fouled by Miles Bridges. That was kind of borderline dangerous. Man, Precious Achiuwa goes up there with some purpose. And hey, there we go. Okay, so we will be having Marcel's minute. He's saying he's back at the crib and has a lot to say. So guys, we will be opening up with his segment within a segment. You don't want to miss it. Coming in like Stephen A. like last time. That was fun. But and also, as I was saying earlier, he will be hosting the Kyle Lowry Return to Toronto live stream that's going on. I believe it's this Sunday when the Heat come to face the Raptors. So you guys don't want to miss that either. And hey, we're almost at 100 viewers right now. So if you're watching this, make your presence felt. Drop that like spike. Help the video get up to 100. Book night with it. Siakam doing a good job covering him. Ooh, but explodes to the rim. Beats Siakam there and gets the layup. That was a tough layup by Book Night. The rookie gets the better of him there, but Raps have the ball. It's 66-51, and there's 3:20 left until halftime. Get those hot takes cooking. Oh, Siakam, that front court pass again. There we go. Precious Achiuwa gets fouled. So, no assist for Siakam, but still doing his role as a point guard out there, getting his guys to go to the free throw stripe in the front court. Precious Achiuwa playing really well right now. Grin Split asking who's not playing tonight. So Scottie Barnes is not in tonight, and as well as Fred VanVleet is not in, and Kem Birch is injured as well. But he's been injured like this whole season. So Marcel Martin saying, where is DJ Wilson? That's the key question here. It really is. I think that loss that we had the other night to the Trailblazers comes down to where is my favorite player on the team and why is he not on the court right now for the Raptors? Who knows where DJ Wilson is, but I think that those couple games he had for us will definitely get his prospects up of playing in the NBA again. He was injured, I think, which is why we didn't see him on the rest of that 10-day, but it was interesting. The Raptors had to give him 2 10-days in a row. You know, really wanted to get a chance to see him, but COVID protocols ended one, and then I actually do think he was hurt for a little bit of the other one. But hey, man, he played good and efficient when he did come in. Former Milwaukee Buck. I wish him the best. And we got 100 viewers, man. Help me out with this like button. We'll get it up to 100. And on that, then I'll zip it. But I'm going to check out the box score right now. So as you can see, I have those bets. Siakam, 7 or more assists. Gary Trent Jr., 20 points. I mean, not to toot my own horn here, but I kind of got dead on those ones so far. Knock on wood. We have a whole half of basketball to go, but already Siakam with, 7 assists. Never mind, I thought he was at 6. So guys, we're in the money for that bet. And then Gary Trent Jr. currently has 13 points. So if he can get 7 points in the second half here, we're golden. That is a plus 300 hit if we can do it. I debated getting greedy with it and putting in the Raptors money line, but I just didn't have it in me. I thought it would maybe come back to bite me, but right now that would have been looking like a great bet. We're up by 15 on the Hornets, who we are fighting with for playoff advantage. So, hey, and we got another super chat from my guy Marcel, doing what he does, dropping the super chat saying we should have picked up Boogie. You know what, Boogie would help, but I think that if we do want to play someone in his situation at that, like Boogie's good, and he's had some good moments this year. I just feel like when it comes down to putting depth on the court, I'd rather it be a young player we want to develop because, you know, Boogie's getting older. He's post-injury. He's a suitcase now. All respect to him. I do like him. I think this Raptors team has guys that deserve court time in Toronto more. It wouldn't, I don't know, DeRozan's on the screen right now. Masai tends not to do those kind of things. Like, you know, like an Isaiah Thomas, I feel like we would never sign. You know, you get the kind of player I'm talking about, like former-ish star, you know, maybe post-injury, whatever. We don't seem to go after those guys. I don't think the Raptors would want someone like a D-Rose. Even though D-Rose is great, like he has a cool role, he would actually help out this Raptors team a lot as a secondary point guard, but we just don't seem to go that way. We like to get our guys through the draft to the 905 and then work with them from there. Oh, man. Okay, Ramaz saying Precious missed both. Yeah, I did see him just miss that second one. So 66-51, still the score. Martin has it. Shoots it. Nice. Wow. That was a good shot. Knocks it down for the Hornets. The Martin brothers are sweet. They're really good. Yeah, Cody and Caleb Martin, they're pretty legit. Obviously, both of them played together on the Hornets last year last year and dating back a while. And now I think it's Caleb Martin who's on the Miami Heat. Part of that flagrant that should have been on Scottie. And hey, there we go. Gary Trent Jr. That's what I'm talking about. The only thing I have left on my bets is his points. He's got 15 now, doing a great job for this Raptors team, who we thought we were going to miss the shooting of Fred VanVleet a lot. I mean, clearly we are. We'd always rather have it. But by committee, the guy's doing a great job of filling that void tonight. And then Miles Bridges with a nice move scoring for the Hornets. Flynn with the ball. Siakam sets the quick pick, rolls off and gets the ball. Siakam's clearing out his side. Drives on Terry Rozier. He's backing him in the paint. And then, wow. Nice move, but misses. That was a really nice move, actually. But no bucket. Miles Bridges coming back at Siakam. Oh, and gets the bucket, man. I gave you guys that comparison earlier. More people on that public poll voted that they would want Miles Bridges over Siakam. What do you guys think? Maybe I should go ahead. I mean, I feel like we're going to get a lot of Siakam. We're going to hear that as we should, but I wasn't too mad about the results. I kind of get why people who don't watch the Raptors would probably say that. And I like Miles Bridges too. It is a tough question, but... Oh, and Siakam. There we go. Climbing up with one hand. Gotta get the flames on for Spicy P. Climbing up with one hand. Putting back the rebound on the offensive miss. And then a block. No! That's old ball. No. I could have swore that was old ball. Helps up Bridges. Some good sportsmanship there. But what? Come on now. I thought that was clean. Am I delusional? Am I delusional, guys? I thought that was clean. I missed the replay. I was looking at the camera, but that was a spicy putback. Right now, I can hear the commentators hyping up the job that Siakam's doing. He's across all categories doing well right now. There's literally nothing on the court that Siakam can't do. You know, sure, he's got strengths, but he can do everything at a pretty nice baseline level. I mean, the interior game's improved a lot. His spot up mid-range is a lot nicer. He can score under the rim, get buckets in transition, dunk the ball, stretch out the floor by shooting threes. In the passing, I mean, he's always been a willing passer, but he's at the point where he's becoming a talented passer. Malachi Flynn, there we go, hits his first free throw. He's got like 6 points right now. I love this. Let me make sure. Malachi already has, 7, so I guess he hits this. Yep, goes in. 7 points, 1 assist, shooting 50% from the floor and from 3. He's got, oh, hold on. I thought it said 3 steals. No. He's got no defensive stats, actually. Siakam brings up the ball. He's guarded by Terry Rozier. Siakam's had a great first half. Gary Trent Jr. crosses to the other side of the floor. Siakam's still with it. He's covered by Oubre now. Driving. Oh, amazing move. Like a big elongated spin. Then with the left hand, lays it up. Man, going right at Kelly Oubre. I like that. Pascal Siakam getting gutsy. I've never seen this kind of demeanor from him. And then Miles Bridges with a gorgeous bucket responds for the Hornets. Just trading reverse layups there. Jeez. I guess the Siakam one wasn't quite a reverse, but that was really good. And then Malachi Flynn. Instant offense, guys. Instant offense. Like, I've been begging for this off of the bench. Malachi Flynn's like one of the few guys with that ability, with that spark. I always defend Flynn and Mikhailuk. Those are two guys that I'm like, they can change the complexion of any given game. Do they do it consistently? No. But they're one of our few players with that kind of offensive upside. We've got a lot of good defenders. Malachi Flynn definitely making the most of his minutes so far. And then Book Knight just misses that three-point shot. And that will bring us to halftime, guys. You already know what time it is. The Raptors are up big right now, so I'm expecting to hear some positive hot takes. People rallying on the boys saying, is it, the hot takes where it's like, is Malachi Flynn potentially the next Ja Morant? I'm waiting for those takes, guys. You know where to find me. At Josh D. Goodwin on Instagram. Hit me up. We'll get you talking over the mic. But, of course, I do need to open it up with Marcel's Minute. It's just a segment within a segment. So I'll get in contact right now. And then Henry's going to come on And I'll check my requests quickly, but I think there was one. Oh, Ramaz as well. So we'll go Marcel, Henry, and Ramaz. Let's do it. Calling Marcel right now.
Oh, baby, let's go! All right.
How's it going, man? You hyped up for this one or what?
Yeah, I'm sitting. I'm driving home from date night. I got my phone propped up on my dashboard, watching the stream. You're doing a good job commentating. It's like I'm at the game. It was so good. But let's break down Marcel's minute. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my hot takes first. I want to get some spicy things out. I didn't watch the first half of the first quarter, but everything from then till now, you may not like this. I say keep playing Utah Watanabe. And the reason why I say that, y'all can play in the chat all you want. Yes, sloppy plays. But don't act like he didn't put on a clinic in the G League the other day. Now, yes, the G League, NBA, two separate entities, not the same talent level. But that showed you if Utah Watanabe gets warmed up, he actually plays and gets going, he can perform. Maybe not the same stat line, but he can do something to that effect for us if we just get him warmed up. And I have proof to back up my claim. In life, Flynn, the Crimson Flynn, is showing you who he is. Crimson Flynn is showing you who his dad said he was. Someone in the chat said, wow, maybe we just needed to give Malachi minutes. Well, yeah, we did need to give Malachi minutes. He's been this good. For whatever reason, Nick Nurse just wouldn't play him. So, come second half, I want to see more Malachi Flynn. I want this game to be the turnaround point of his career or his time with us. We may trade him, we may not, who knows. But let the second half be his redeeming moment to show everybody in Raptors land who Malachi Crimson Flynn is. Let's go.
Marcel, man, you got me ready to run through a brick wall right now. I'm loving the energy, and I don't disagree with the Utah Watanabe thing. To be fair, I actually didn't know about the G League performance. I heard Delano balled out, but so Utah Watanabe performed big as well?
Oh, yeah, he had like 24 points, like 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. He shot very efficiently. Him and Delano Banton, because Delanto Banton dropped like 20, bro, he dropped 24 points in the fourth quarter.
Whew. I didn't even hear that stat line.
Bro, you know I keep my eyes on my guys, man. My eyes are on my guys.
I love it, dude. I got to be more in touch with the 905 recently. That's crazy. So, yeah, you know what? Yuta Watanabe, he had some rough spots there, but Marcel, man, those are you. The hot takes were flying tonight. Do you have any last things to say to the people before we get to other callers? I mean, Marcel's minute is always just putting a spark under this segment.
The last thing I want to say is let this game show and be a testament for how good we really are. We play above our record. 22-22, we're 500 team, whatever place we are in the East, doesn't matter. We play above our record. And don't let that Trailblazers game show any indication that we're trash, we need to tank. A bad game's a bad game. We did almost come back. We were just gassed and for whatever reason had to find our groove in the second half. But let this game right here show everybody watching, we don't care about our record. We don't care if we don't have stars. We don't care if we have injuries. We got players who are committed to this team, committed to the culture, and committed to winning, because that's what it's all about when you put on that red and black, baby.
Hey, man, I love that. I love that. Marcel, man, they got to get you in the change room to jack the guys up at halftime. This is insane, but hey, I like it. This is going to be a statement game. We're fighting for positioning in the East for playoffs, which I think we still have in mind, definitely. And, man, thank you for putting a spark under this segment like you do. We'll be hearing from you in the second half in the chat.
Yes, sir.
See you, Marcel.
Yeah.
Unreal, man. If anyone can ever match that level of energy, I don't know. But Marcel Martin just going to bat for his guys. A routine caller, follower, lover of the channel, an absolute legend, a part of the channel, man. He's coming back to do Kyle Lowry's return, commentate it with me on live stream. You don't want to miss it. Drop a like spike if you have not yet. Help me get up to 100 likes on this video. You guys are the best and it's always appreciated. Now I'm going to get to our next caller. I'm going to link up with Henry here, get him on the pod. Ready for the hot takes. I'm going to give Henry a call right now. Okay, so not hearing back from Henry at the moment. I know Ramaz wants to come on, so I'll hit up Ramaz right now and give Henry another call in 1 second. Oh, hold on. He's writing to me at the moment. But yeah, guys, at Josh D. Goodwin is where you can find me on Instagram. So go ahead, send me a DM if you want to be on, hop in, and then we'll get you on the live stream to give your hot takes, opinions on the game, key to the second half, all that good stuff. But the Raptors, we are up 76-61 right now. Pascal Siakam doing a great job. No Scottie Barnes, no Fred VanVleet tonight. So two big playmaking pieces who are missing. Fred VanVleet having a crazy season, but by committee, we're doing a great job of making up for it. And yes, I'll go to. So I'm gonna get to Henry in a second, but I'm gonna get Ramaz on for a moment. He DM'd me and said he was willing to go on, so let's hear what he's got to say. Ramaz, what's up, buddy?
What's up, bro?
How you doing?
Good.
So what'd you see in that first half there?
Oh, great 3-point shooting.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, Precious Achua even knocking down a couple, eh?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, well,
and
that's...
Malachi Flynn as well.
Yeah, Malachi Flynn's going crazy right now. Are you typically a Malachi Flynn hater or no? I can't remember. Are you one of the people that attacks Malachi in the chat? What was that?
I hate Utah.
Oh, okay, yeah, you were flaming Utah in the chat. That's true. Hey, he hit a 3 as well, though, you know? It's not too... But I agree, the sloppy mistakes were crazy. Do you have any, from Utah at least, do you have any keys to the second half here, the Raptors capping this off and getting a W?
Stop fouling.
Stop fouling.
At the free throw line.
That's facts. Yeah, well, the Raptors need to chill out with the fouls. I mean, it's a tight whistle right now, but they got to help themselves a bit more. But
Siakam finishing with a 25-point triple-double.
And then, sorry, say that again. 25-point triple-double for who?
Siakam.
Yeah, I think so, man. It's in the works right now. This is getting crazy. Every time he's stepping on the court, he's putting up like Russell Westbrook stats. This is awesome.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
All right, man. Well, Ramaz, I appreciate you calling in. You got anything else to say to people before we sign off to the next person?
No, not really.
Hey, man. Perfect, then. Go Raptors. I'll talk to you later. See you in the chat.
Yeah, see ya, bro.
Ramaz calling in. He's been flaming, absolutely flaming Utah in the chat. And I won't lie, Utah kind of deserved it, but did come back and hit a three-pointer. So I'm going to call Magnetic now, who's always, we call it another segment within a segment, Magnetic's Mouthful. So I'm going to give him a ring right now. It's just ringing at the moment.
Josh, brother.
Hey, Magnetic, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, my man?
Nothing, just enjoying this Raptors game right now. A little bit of 180 from when we were facing the Trailblazers. Like, this is a great effort.
Yeah, sorry, I had to be quiet there. I was by the baby room. But, yeah, I'm loving Marcel's energy. That's how I'm feeling right now. I am on the same page, baby. That is just some good basketball. All ends.
Exactly, man. And some unlikely scoring contributions coming from, like, Precious Achua, also coming from Malachi Flynn.
Great. I've been calling in the chat all night. It's Flynn's night, and I've been saying it, and I will keep saying it. I am with Marcel, and with my first thought, it's Flynn's night, and he's looking great.
I see the vision. I see the vision completely. I hope he keeps rolling. I hope, as Ramaz just said, that Siakam can maybe get his way to a triple-double, help out that all-star case a little bit more. Do you have any super hot takes for the second half coming up? You think, what do we need to do to really cap off a victory?
I'd love to. I don't know about super hot takes. I think we just got to stay with foot on the gas pedal. Maybe get Bog out there to get a few reps. He's been playing great in the G League, too. No one's really talking about his performance in the G League. He's been right there with everyone. Utah had a great one. Delano's been on fire, and I know we're going to see Delano again. He's looking great. I think he hit 2 threes too, right?
Yeah, he did. He hit like I think a couple corner threes, like one on the left and then one on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So keep that energy going, keep the foot on the gas pedal, and let's close this out. Like also the fouls, like Ramaz said, it's just some of those are just terrible calls. Like 10 fouls to 0 for a while there. Like, come on.
Yeah,
come on.
the disparity was wild. At one point, we had shot like 5, and they had shot 17. Like, it was being a tight whistle there for the Raptors for a little bit. You're right about that for sure.
And they're supposed to let them play, but whatever.
Yeah, no, a lot of these I was thinking, if this is the playoffs, there's no way they're calling that. But hey.
Yeah, I heard you say that too, and I was like, absolutely, 100% agree with you.
Yeah, but LaMelo Ball's getting some good help from the whistle. But Magnetic, man, I'm happy to hear you're as hyped as everyone else about this game right now. I knew you would be. And let's see if Malachi Flynn can keep it rolling. Siakam get a triple-double, and the Raptors get the W. That would be sweet.
That would be the best. That's all I ask. Also, I want to throw this out before I let you go. CH is just cracking me up in the chat there. Everything that guy's saying is gold tonight. That guy is hilarious.
Hey, man, CH.
And, I was going to say one more thing. Oh, yeah, I'm wearing the Siakam jersey proudly tonight.
Hey, yo, man. I feel so bad about what I was saying about Siakam earlier in the season. To be fair, he kind of deserved to hear it because, we knew he could do better. But, he's reversed it 100%. I can't say anything now.
Honestly, 80% of Raptors fans, I'm never a Siakam hater, but 80% of the fans were saying it. Even a guy I work with, he's like, yeah, what? And then next year, let's see him flop. I'm like, can't you just let him have it?
Yeah, no, there you go. We've had a lot of guys like you holding it down for Siakam and defending him. So, you know what? You guys look great right now because he's coming back out and he's like a genuine all-star at this moment.
He's looking great, and let's keep the love for Utah in the chat. All right, let's let Utah have this.
Okay, you're right. I was getting low on him for a moment, but Yuta Watanabe did respond with a 3, and hopefully he can have a big second half. But Magnetic, thank you so much for calling in, brother. We'll see you in the chat during the second half, of course.
All right, brother. Go Raps.
Go Raps. It's Magnetic, man. Magnetic's mouthful. Another segment within a segment, and I'm gonna hit up Henry. He wanted to come on, so. Okay, never mind. He has not downloaded the app yet for Insta, so he needs to do that for the call function. But Henry, we'll catch you another time. If you're watching right now, I guess I'm sure you are. If you can, drop in the chat saying that you are, drop your hot take, right? Let us know what you're thinking. I mean, that applies to anyone. If you don't want to call in, still drop something in the chat that you think you'd like to see in the second half or what you took away from the first. I mean, getting some scoring contributions from unexpected places, capable places, but unexpected. Malachi Flynn finally getting the minutes. And let me verify exactly what his stat line is. So Flynn at the moment has 9 points, 1 assist, 3 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 2 from 3. Has a turnover, 3 personal fouls. So, I mean, he's a reason why we kind of got into some foul trouble there. But overall, doing a pretty good job. Very good job considering, he's only played 12 minutes. And, he couldn't even get a single minute before this game. But Fred VanVleet and Scottie Barnes being able to open up the playmaking void a little bit. And he's definitely helped to address that tonight. But Siakam really running away with the storyline of the night. He's got 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. This is a triple-double in the making. Knocking on wood, guys, for all my superstitious folks out there. But at this point, if he doesn't deliver on a triple-double, I will be pretty disappointed. Siakam is teed up for it, so I hope we can push it to a career-high triple-double, which, I mean, at the moment seems pretty likely. Shouts out to Pascal Siakam playing like prime Russell Westbrook out there, looking at those numbers. And then OG Anunoby, 20 minutes, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He's looking pretty good, 6 of 10 from the floor. I give OG the gears sometimes because he looks so clunky on offense, and all I ever hear is Raptors fans like, oh my God, have you seen OG's dribble? Have you seen OG's off the bounce now? OG's like Kawhi. I don't think he'll ever have that in him, but that's okay. I think he's a great two-way player and has a specific role to do, and right now he looks good just catching and shooting. I never want OG to do too much. We'll keep building him up gradually, though. He's improved a lot. I don't know I'm attacking him here. Whatever. I always play devil's advocate right after complimenting. I try to be fair with my opinions. Look at both sides of how a player's doing. Be realistic about it. Gary Trent Jr., 15 points, 2 assists, 6 of 10 from the floor, 3 of 6 from three-point range. He's getting his touch back. I think he's got his swagger back. If you look at my bet, I have him to get at least 20 points. And then Pascal Siakam, 7 more assists. Both of those are looking really good right now. I mean, correction, Siakam's already hit Gary Trent Jr. is on pace. He gives the ball to Siakam right now as the second half is underway, but watch for that to hit. Plus 300 would be my return, so that would be really nice. OG Anunoby drives. He's backing in on Miles Bridges and then loses it right there. And then in transition, taking it from defense to offense is the Hornets. Plumlee flushes it. Damn. 76-63. OG Anunoby's got the ball back in his hands. Then kicks it over to Siakam and hands it off to Gary Trent. OG drives. Gets it to Achua. Precious Achua with a very nice first half. And then, wow, okay, misses that, but I like his form. Precious Achua has moments where he looks like totally unfamiliar with the sport of basketball, and then he has like a beautiful like drifting mid-range shot like that. And even though it didn't go in, he's looking good. I don't know. I don't know where to pin him. I literally do think he is similar to Serge Ibaka. Like I feel like he could be that for us at his best. The guy who comes off the bench, decent from 3-point, kind of an undersized center, but still protects the rim really effectively. Gary Trent Jr. bricks the three-pointer. Unfortunately, it's rebounded by LaMelo Ball, who's got it up court quickly for the Hornets. Terry Rozier out to LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball dribbles out, drives, and then, oh, nice. Gary Trent Jr. picks it off. The defense putting a lot of pressure on Ball there, and then they foul in trans. I hate this. I hate it. Take it out. Take it out of the game. Like, it hurts viewership so much. Some of your best plays, all the momentum gets shot because of these dumb fouls. I've heard them talk about it at meetings before about removing it from the game. And when I say I've heard, there's been rumors about it happening for a long time. I know NBA insiders have discussed how the league internally has addressed it, talked about it. I know that coming into this season when they fixed that the foul rule, we wouldn't have thought they'd ever change that. They got to find some way to address the fouls in transition. It's ridiculous. It literally kills the game. Martin throws it back to Plumlee. Plumlee with the jam. Second slam dunk of the half for Plumlee right now. Coming out of the gates hot are the Hornets. And we got 100 viewers in here. Do me a big favor. Help me get to 100 likes on this video if you have not already. Show love. Make your presence felt. Drop a like on this video. I appreciate it. And OG Anunoby. Okay, perfect. He'll be shooting too. Goes down hard there. LaMelo Ball fouling him. Damn. So Echez in the chat saying this is a dangerous time. The Raps are slow starters. They might lose the lead right here. Yeah, this is definitely a critical time. I mean, the third quarter at one point in the beginning of the season was like our Achilles heel completely. We helped to reverse that a little bit, find some more consistency across all of the quarters. But yeah, coming out of halftime, I'd like to see them do well. I'd like to see them continue on that momentum. Don't fall behind the 8-ball. OG hits his first. 77-65. We're up by 10. Up by 20 would be nice, but I'll settle for up by 11, which we are now after OG makes his second. All right, let's go. LaMelo Ball drives, kicks it to Plumlee, and then hands off to Bridges. Oh, that was a really nice first move by Bridges. He's chopping it up in the mid-range, gives it back to Plumlee, gets it back, and then shoots the three, and wow. Nothing but net there. And then they pick it off. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Bro, that is so sloppy. Terry Rozier just getting, Precious Achua just threw a hot and ready pizza right up the middle. And then it's scooped up by Terry Rozier and laid up for an easy 2. Come on now. Dial in. Gary Trent Jr. kicks it back out. OG for 3. Misses that just barely. It hits off the back of the rim. And then in transition to LaMelo, oh my God, for the dunk. They've got 6 points now in about 25 seconds. Whew. Only up by 6. 78-72 right now. Not the start that we wanted. As someone was pointing out in the chat there, I believe it's Echez saying that we need to start. This is a critical time. Don't take the foot off the gas, I believe, is really the message here. And, we're doing exactly that at the moment. Sorry, one sec. So I have the bets. I got 7 or more assists in the match for Siakam. That is already hit. And Gary Trent Jr. is currently at, let me double check this up. So Gary Trent Jr. is currently at 15 points. So he's definitely on pace. 5 more. And it was interesting. I saw today, who was it? Someone explained it. They're like, if you think about just scoring 5 points in one quarter, I know a bunch of the legends have said it, but 5 points in each quarter, you end up with 20 in the game. When you break it down to thinking about that micro view of, oh, if I just score 5 each quarter, 20 points in the game doesn't seem that daunting. But if you can do that routinely, you're elite. I don't know, it's just a weird way to look at it. Interesting perspective comment there. I think it was Overtime who posted the quote, but they were saying Shaq had said it, Kobe had said it. It's an interesting way to look at the game. Got me feeling like I could go out and drop 20, but a lot easier said than done, of course. When I say go out and drop 20, I do not mean in the NBA. I mean probably at your local LA Fitness if I'm lucky. So we got 106 viewers in the chat, guys. If you're watching this right now and have not already liked the video, help me out. Try to get me to over 100 likes on this one. I'd much appreciate it. You guys are the greatest. So Iceman Like Irvin saying the over-under on the Raps total points for the game was at 110. I feel like we'll probably, we should be breaking that one pretty quickly. Yeah, definitely. That was a good bet. Did you end up taking that one? I got to get back into being very calculated with my picks. For a while there, I was just kind of riding ones that I wanted to talk about, and I wasn't thinking with the money mind. I was thinking with the heart. For a little bit. I'm getting back to the point where I got to start tracking my bets and figuring out how much money I can make. Because I've been way too upset with myself recently looking at how much I've lost in terms of just being dumb flyer bets that I don't even think are going to hit. I'm just shooting for the moon. I got to go back to little hits, big profit, confident moves only. Siakam out to Banton, gives it to OG, fumbles the ball a bit, but ends up with Gary Trent Jr., shoots the 3, misses it, and it's a shot clock violation. Raptors need to figure it out right now. We're coming out cold right now in the second half. 78-72. LaMelo Ball with the ball for the Hornets. Jeez, they've outscored us 11-2 coming out of half right now. Immediately denting that deficit significantly. Plumlee over to Martin. OG's covering Martin. You don't want the smoke. Plumlee backing in on Precious. They send the double, and great job, but what? How? No way. Plumlee driving. Miles Bridges drives on Siakam, kicks it out. LaMelo pump fakes, beats a defender, gets it down into the paint, and then almost an and one for Caleb Martin, but he misses that shot after being fouled. He'll be shooting 2 at the free throw stripe. Man. Raptors need to get their head back into this right now. Nick Nurse needs to corral his guys, get them back on the same page, because this has been a really tough way to start the second half. Thankfully, Martin misses that first free throw. Yeah, we're getting scored at 8-0 right now in the paint in this quarter. Martin brothers are actually pretty good players. I really like Caleb Martin on Miami. I think that he's been a huge acquisition for him. There we go. He misses both. Hey, I love that. So the Raptors don't pay too much of a price there for fouling. No price really at all other than just a foul in the category. And then Banton over to Gary Trent Jr. Gary pulls up in the mid-range, misses that, and it's rebounded by Plumlee. Up to Rozier. Rozier's sneaky, man. I don't know. I'm not sold on him as a player. I know he's very talented. I know they paid him huge money in this offseason. He was definitely one of their best players, a great scoring option. LaMelo Ball hits the 3. I don't know. I'm just not convinced. LaMelo Ball, I know is going to be great. Terry Rozier's I think he could fall off pretty quickly. But maybe that's just somewhat of a casual take, because I know that people that watch him a lot swear by how good he is. Delano Banton in the mid-range, yanks it, gets it. Ooh, building on some momentum from that G League performance. Delano Banton looking nice right now. That was a smooth mid-range. Presses out. Good defense by Delano. That was subtle, but really good. And then Rozier jacks up a 3, Misses that. Good defense by Gary, too. Just everything being contested right now. The Raptors seem to be locking back in a little bit. Shouts out to Delano Banton. He's been helping out. Falls. Oh, he's going to need to go for a jump ball here. No, that was legitimately off the Hornets last, but they're not going to get... Whatever. Delano Banton doesn't even care to argue it right now. He just gets up. 80-75, the current score. 6:45 left in the third quarter, man. We got 102 live viewers. Guys, we're at 90 likes. I will do some foul things to get a like, and if you can drop one right now, I would appreciate it a lot. Once we get to 100, I'll stop asking. I'll stop annoying everybody. But thank you for everyone who drops likes on the video, comments in the chat. I mean, like, you know, this is a massive project here, and it's been for a long time to get this live stream up to a very popular level, and people love it now. So definitely help it get re-recommended. Keep the wheels turning. I always do appreciate it. Chris Boucher for 3 just gets it to go. Chris Boucher, that's what I'm talking about. We're drunk off the bagged milk, ladies and gentlemen. Terry Rozier with the ball. Throws it over to LaMelo Ball. Back to Terry. And then down to Bridges. And then to Plumlee. Great passing for the... Ooh. Wow. The Hornets playing like the Warriors right now. Perimeter to interior. Sharing the ball. Getting an open dunk for Plumlee. And then, there we go. Plumlee fouls OG at the other end. Man, OG with the ball kind of scares me. I get so nervous when I watch him drive and handle the ball. Like... Whatever. I'm not going to rag on OG. He's having a really good game. The last thing I want to ever do is be labeled as an OG hater. I love OG. Sometimes I think people push him way too much to be a ball handler. I'm like, no. That's not who he is. We don't need to make him play that way. Let him develop there gradually and subtly. And Gary Trent Jr. And one with the floater. There we go, man. I think that hits the bet. I could be wrong, but I think that hits the bet. Okay, my app says 18 right now, so maybe it just... No, I think that should hit 20. Plus 300 hit. Let's go. And then he hits the extra shot. Okay, so... Yeah, that should be it. I don't know. I'm waiting for my box score to update here, but I believe I just hit that bet. And there we go, man. Marcel Martin dropping a super chat, saying his branded slogan... Not how you start. Let me finish it for you, Marcel. It's how you finish. I said finish twice there. I always ruin the quote when I try to do it, but Marcel Martin reminding us all that the Raptors, I mean, we started great. We have to finish great to get the win because, you know, trying to finish great last time against the Trailblazers, just, you know, it was too far gone at that point, but I love it. Marcel's always keeping optimistic and open about this team's chances to win. We go on some crazy runs. You can't count us out of anything when our top 5 is clicking. So, Marcel Martin, shouts out to you for the super chat. I can't wait to have Marcel back on the show. He's saying Banton is a professional. This is his house. And we go. LaMelo Ball at the free throw line at the moment. Okay, and Tom Moreau saying, leave Banton in. Let him foul out. Better than sitting. Okay, so Tom Moreau playing some chess here. I like it. Coach Tom. I gotta say, out of everyone we have that says a lot in the chat, I do feel like Tom Moreau has one of the most realistic X's and O's grasp of basketball. I feel like you're Steve Kerr behind an account that says Tom Moreau. But anyways, the Raptors playing decent defense here. That goes out off of them, so the Hornets will get the ball back here. Or sorry, apologies. The Raptors will get the ball back here. Gary Trent Jr. with it on the perimeter. He's covered by Oubre. Pulls up in the mid-range. Oh. If I had any doubt before, I don't anymore. I have hit the bet. Gary Trent Jr. Big bucket. I love it, man. He's offensively our most natural player. And then he ends up fouling LaMelo there. LaMelo going right at him on offense, but Gary Trent Jr., nothing easy. Stands in front of him. Yes, of course, ends up picking up a foul, but Gary Trent Jr. at the other end, knocking down the shot. He's having a really great night, and the Raptors needed it with Fred VanVleet and Scottie Barnes out. Martin will be inbounding the ball for the Hornets. Gets it to LaMelo. LaMelo drives, and then Bridges. Oh, what do they call that? Airbnb or whatever? That's like their duo slogan. I'm not going to lie, it's tough. They hook up for the alley-oop there. Then Banton driving. Oh, dunks it. There we go. Delano Banton goes straight to the rim. How many points does he have? Delano Banton looks like the most Toronto man ever. And then when you hear him talk, he's just like, he's so Rexdale. If Rexdale was a human being, it would be Delano Banton. Big 45, baby. Going right down the tracks and slams it home. So 10 points, 3 assists, 4 of 5 from the floor for Banton, 2 of 2 from 3. He's got a block as well. Only 1 turnover. He does have 4 personal fouls, which is why he hasn't played like a ton. Tom Moreau's saying we got to let him foul out. Hey, okay, I'll do one last one because I'm sure we'll get it after this. We are at 99 likes. Can someone out there do me a big favor and step up and be like number 100? It mean a lot. Thank you guys. And after this, I got it zipped. So here we go. Delano Banton doing a great job. And I feel like, yeah, Tom Moreau's right. We'll keep him in there until he fouls out. Because right now he's playing great. Giving us a big bench spark, building off of those G League performances. You love to see it. This guy will be on the team for a long time to come. I wasn't sure about it. You see, I wanted to be skeptical, right? And I don't ever want to be like a hater, but a critic. You know, I want to be definitely proven things before I just go out and believe them. And with Delano Banton, I just saw how many more minutes he got than Malachi right out of the gate this season. And I was like, guys, like, I know he's from Toronto. I know we really like him, but you know, Malachi like finished last season really hot, hasn't gotten any minutes at all. This guy was like the 46th overall draft pick, and we just rolled out the red carpet immediately. And I'm like, I sound salty. I wasn't salty. I was just like a little bit skeptical about it. I mean, Delano Banton did have a slump there, but for the most part, he did win me over earlier in the season. I think defensively, I started to really understand why we need him out there on the court, especially if Fred VanVleet's playing out there as well. And as you already know, he leads the league in minutes, so chances are he's playing out there. So Delano Banton's a little bit easier to come in as a compliment, gives you a little bit more of an offset in size, or variety, I should say. And Delano Banton's legit too. I mean, he's done a lot of work in his offensive game that's noticeable thus far, just in his rookie campaign. Former Nebraska player, obviously born and raised in Rexdale. Everyone roots for him. But this is a good example right now why he does deserve it. And I'm happy to see Malachi Flynn out there as well. And I find it funny too. I've noticed a few different times they have some shocking chemistry. Delano Banton and Malachi Flynn. Like if you put them out together, because Delano can kind of play like a forward and they do a lot of cutting, I don't know. I've noticed them hook up for the occasional play, and I was like, I love this. No competition, just two legends coexisting. But I do have another super chat to address. My guy, Marcel Martin, saying, do you think the bench's performance tonight will justify more minutes? I need more Flynn and more Banton. I think it will. I think at very least, you know, I never can understand what Masai Ujiri, I guess more accurately, Nick Nurse is going to do with Malachi Flynn. Like, it's tough. Oh, and LaMelo Ball coughs up the ball there. And then Banton corrals it on offense. We kick it out to Chris. Shoots the 3. Kind of gets blocked, I think. But basically, I hope we see more of... I do hope we see more of Malachi Flynn. I just can't ever predict it. When he plays good, sometimes he doesn't get put back, and he'll have like one bad quarter, and then next thing we know, he's sitting for the next 10 games. So I don't know what the deal is with him, especially with Fred healthy. But I do think that this does guarantee us seeing more Delano Banton for sure. But Marcel Martin saying he needs to see more of his young dudes on the court. A couple crazy guards that we don't get to see a whole lot, but getting their opportunity tonight and making the most of it. And shout out to Marcel Martin for the super chat. Appreciate you, my guy. I see Echez bringing up the correct pronunciation is Toronto. Like talking about Toronto. You guys get what I mean. It's like a silent T. When people have lived here, I never even noticed it until like a couple years ago that, yeah, we don't say the T at the end of Toronto. There you go. It is true. The Toronto accent is like a different thing though. I won't attempt that on the live stream. You know, maybe one day, but not now. I got to work on it for a little bit. And shout out to the 115 people watching now. Appreciate you guys. Jeremy W. say, I'm still laughing from the Rexdale comment. Yeah, he is like just the human incarnation of Rexdale. 91-81, the current score. Bridges is at the free throw line, hits his first. Do you guys think Bridges still has a chance to win the MIP, or is Ja like in that conversation? I think Ja probably is the MIP, but it's weird to give him the MIP if he's also like a top 8 MVP right now. It's almost like I guess you could still do it. Like technically you probably should, but I don't know. I've also heard people put Tyler Hero into that conversation a bit, but he's definitely just going to be the 6th man of the year. Siakam with the ball. He's covered by Martin, backs up to the 3-point line, then drives. Kicks it out, ends up with Gary Trent Jr. That was great. Oh, wow. Another assist for Pascal Siakam. Doing a great job being the point guard tonight. That was a deceptive pass. I thought it was going to the corner to Yuta Watanabe, but I guess misleads with his body language and whips it out to Gary Trent Jr., who knocks down another really good 3. There you go. Chris Boucher playing tough defense. It will be Charlotte basketball, but standing his ground and letting nothing easy go down. Charlotte will be getting the ball back here, but I'm getting a replay of this Gary 3-pointer. Hey, man, you guys see the bet. Plus 300. We cashed out. I couldn't post it beforehand. I was a little bit rushed to get to the live stream. Had to set some things up quickly. But yeah, guys, it was a winner today, so I'm fired up about that. We were due. And then Miles Bridges with the ball. Him and Siakam have been a fun matchup to watch tonight. Oubre drives, and then going to be a blocking foul on Watanabe. You know, he had some rough moments there in the first half. I'm surprised Nick Nurse has continued to run with them. But, you know, we are missing Barnes tonight. Yuta Watanabe is also a really good player. I like you. I do like him, but I got to admit, he was just getting lazy in the first half. Boneheaded plays. It's a high-scoring game. I believe it was Iceman Gervin in the chat saying that the over for the Raptors in this game was 110, which kind of makes sense, right? 110 scored for a game. That's fair. I probably would have predicted the same line, but we are clearly about to blow that out of the water. Still 3 minutes, a little bit more than 3 minutes to go in the third, and we're at 94. Siakam in the post. Him and Bridges, man, I love this matchup. Siakam pulls up. Just misses. Chris Boucher fights for the rebound, but it ends up with Kelly Oubre, who brings it up court. And then Chris, good job to deflect it on the way back, but Terry Rozier recovers the ball, takes the pick from Plumlee. No one sets hard picks in the NBA. Come on now. I know that kind of technically means I was cheering against the Raptors for saying that, but big guys like Plumlee, why don't you blow people up with a pick? That's something that I really do miss from the old era of basketball is like Steven Adams level picks being thrown out there. See, I come from the lacrosse background where that's how you play. You literally hit people with picks. And obviously I know it's different, but nothing more satisfying than a solid pick. And then Siakam doesn't get the and one, but he's fouled. Good job by Banton throwing it down to him, cutting. He'll be shooting 2 at the free throw stripe. Good job for the Raptors right now. You see, I don't have a Siakam all-star animation, but let's just pretend this one's for Siakam as well as Fred. Do your job. Help get... hold on. Fan voting's done, isn't it? It's definitely done. Never mind. We've already done our job. I think we've teed them up pretty well. Last time I saw the updated fan voting, they were both at 7th. There was a couple guys in front of each of them. More so with the guards, where Kyrie Irving and Derrick Rose, come on, get serious now, my boy. I don't think that won't happen. When it comes down to the media and player votes, I think we'll get a more accurate representation of who should be there. And Spicy P and FVV, they deserve it. So thank you guys for voting all that time. If anything, the Raptors, and they thank you. It's going to be a big deal if they both go. And I think at very least, Fred VanVleet, dare I say it, I think should be a lock. But Spicy P made a very late case for himself this season to go as well. And I don't rule that out either. A triple-double tonight will help. Get called on another foul? All right. OG Anunoby looks like he's checking back into the game here. Ramaz saying Boucher for Troy Brown in a second. What do you guys think about that trade? Teflon saying, I like how Pascal is controlling the game. Me too. Like I said earlier, he doesn't really have anything he's not good at. Or at least can do at a baseline level pretty well. And right now he's just, he looks, I've never seen a demeanor like this from Pascal Siakam. Oh, great job by Gary Trent Jr. to create separation on his shot, but misses that. And then great, I love what Chris Boucher is doing defensively. He might not always recover the ball, but so far in transition, for a big guy, he's gotten on his horse and really made it hard for the Hornets to transition into an offense at least. There you go. Getting his hands on that one. It'll be ruled a kick ball, but yeah, it hit his right foot, then popped up to his hands, but doing a great job getting deflections and transition on defense. Then Kelly Oubre just misses that three. Remember he had like 8 3-pointers and what was it, like a quarter or something? Banton. Oh, gorgeous. Give me that. No. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Behind the back dribble, a hard pivot, and then Bouknight tries to come back heavy, misses that, and then Banton in transition to Boucher, gets blocked by Bridges, and thank God. Boucher will be shooting two at the charity stripe. I thought that was almost clean for a second by Bridges, but thankfully Pascal Siakam was fouled. He'll be shooting two. But Delano Banton, like, this is fun watching this guy play. He reminds me so much of Sean Livingston. Like, he will be Sean Livingston. I feel like similar, that even down to their roles on their teams. Like, I see that player comparison so 2020 clearly. 97-84. Terry Rozier out of the game. LaMelo Ball back in for the Hornets. I love the Ball brothers. I won't even lie about that. I think Fred VanVleet needs to be an all-star over LaMelo this year. But LaMelo's like, he's going to be like an MVP one day. Oh, and then a moving pick on offense. There we go. I asked for a hard pick. The Hornets gave me too hard of a pick. It was an off-ball foul. I think it was a moving pick. But anyways, Raptors getting the ball back here, 98-84. A minute 16 left until the fourth quarter. Closing time. I love it, man. Give me a win. I want to be back to 23-22 or back above 500. And this is a very key game against a very key opponent. And Gary Trent Jr. taking things into his own hands here. Knocking down a gorgeous mid-range shot. I love how Gary Trent Jr., he like needs to make contact with you before he pulls up. It's like such a cool trait. I love crash and bang players, and he doesn't mind like physicality when he's playing offense. That's a cool trait. I like that. I think it bodes well for him. And then there we go. Delano Banton kind of rejecting Bridges off of a spin. Maybe that was Oubre. But either way, great defense to offense. Misses the three, but OG Anunoby with a big offensive rebound, and it's stolen by Oubre. But never mind. Oubre does foul him. So what is up with Oubre's hair? Like right in the front of his... He's got like... Have you ever seen those haircuts growing up where they just gel the hair straight up in the front? I don't know if anyone else saw that, but that looks kind of funny. OG at the shooting some free throws here, gets his first one, 101-84, and Malachi Flynn comes back in for the last 31 seconds. And shout out the 125 viewers we have in here right now. Appreciate you guys showing up and taking in a very good game right now. This is fun. Making chance to make this an 18-point lead, misses it, so we'll settle for the 17-point lead. Bouknight brings it up for the Hornets. Raptors will get the last shot. Throws it to the corner. Oubre misses that one, and it's rebounded by Boucher. Go get a bucket here, man. Stretches lead out to 20 for the fourth quarter. Oh, I love it. Gary Trent Jr. I want to see Gary Trent Jr. get the last shot of games more often. Gary's got it. He's chopping it up. Jacks up a high arcing three from deep, and then he's fouled. Hey, there we go. Gary Trent Jr. will be going to the free throw stripe shooting three. Chance to make this a 20-point deficit. Man, everything I've been asking for, I've been getting so far. This is awesome. I can't even remember the specific examples from earlier, but literally I would like voice something and it would happen. I told someone to bring up Brittany Renner to PJ Washington. Next thing you know, I got Champagny and PJ kicked out of the game because someone definitely brought her up, man. PJ was he was coming for Champagny's head there, and Champagny kind of gave him that Jokic treatment, ran up from behind, bodied him a little bit, and then, yeah, they wanted all the smoke, but got broken up, kicked out of the game. I was looking at the chat when it happened, but I got the replay on my phone. How far is Siakam away from this triple-double? Okay, he's got 11 assists, so all he needs is 3 rebounds. I mean, with the fourth quarter coming up, leading this much, maybe we won't play Pascal. We'll let him rest, but I want him to go get that triple-double. Gary Trent Jr., good job. Hits his first 2. Oh, this is about to be a a 21-point deficit if he hits this third one. Just absolute straight flames for the Raptors right now. Hits his third. Love to see it. Hornets absolutely heave it up the court. LaMelo with 1 second left. Wow. Wow. They heave it up court to LaMelo Ball, running like a wide receiver. He gets it. Gets the bucket. Wow. That's impressive. I'm a LaMelo fan. That was cool. Gary Trent Jr. currently has 29 points. A huge offensive night for him. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 10 of 17 from the floor, 4 of 8 from three-point range. He's mixing in a steal as well. And then OG Anunoby, 16, 6, and 2. My guy Pascal Siakam, 22, 7, and 11. Chris Boucher, 7, 4, and 1. Banton, 10, 1, and 3 in 13 minutes. Extremely effective, extremely efficient. He's got 3 blocks as well. You just love to see it. You just love to see it. Chris Boucher's got 2 steals, 7 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Shout out to Chris Boucher. Great energy. And he's got a lot of deflections that also aren't showing up on the box score, but his presence has been amazing. Chris Boucher, if you could give a midseason MIP to someone on the Raptors who's turned it around, oh man, it'd need to go to Spicy P, actually. It would definitely go to Siakam, but Chris Boucher is like right there. Right there. His game went from like unplayable. Like his game was like borderline offending me. I was like, Chris, man, if you're not gonna, like Scottie Barnes would ask him to cut, just move, like, you know, like try to get open, do this. Chris Boucher would like stand there like lifelessly, just looking at him, like confused as all hell. It's like, man, you don't even look like you want to be here anymore. And I think it's because he was getting third string minutes in a contract year after being the go-to guy last year in Tampa. He learned how to adjust. I think maybe he took a shot to his pride. He had to, you know, recalculate an approach that now fit with his role. It took a hot minute, and clearly I think he was thrown off. But, you know, like last 10 games for sure, Chris Boucher, the intensity is back. And that's what I missed the most. I missed the defense. I missed the second chance opportunities, pursuing those. The effort was gone. I mean, the three-pointers and all that was one thing, but the effort was what I missed, and he's back out there playing like Rodman. We got a team full of Rodmans between Champagny, Boucher, and then some people even like to throw Siakam into there with all the rebounds he gets. But you know, we got some scrappy dudes. That's to say the least. Let me check out the chat. I've been kind of slacking on the chat these days. People checking out that performance right now by Gary. Yeah, he's balling out. Lord 2 Senpai bringing up Bobby Portis, which is a funny subject on this stream, saying why Bobby Portis look like his eyes are popping out or going to pop out. I don't know. I always say he's probably got some good pre-workout, but yeah, he's like he has like cartoon character level eyes. Yeah, but you know, screw Bobby Portis. That guy was trying to step Siakam, and you can't be doing that. Not when your team's getting beat and he's dropping a triple-double on your head. Siakam, I guess he didn't drop a triple-double, but you guys get what I mean, man. Like, it's like Bobby Portis and Siakam are on 2 different levels. Ooh, and speaking of that, Siakam leaves the ball for OG Anunoby, who jacks up a 3 straight away, pretty deep, gets it to fall. LaMelo to Book Night, just pops down. The Hornets are really young, like really, really young. They'll be good. Malachi Flynn, my guy with the ball, throws it to Boucher, who gets it then to OG Anunoby, and then OG to Malachi. Come on, Malachi. Torch Oubre. Malachi throws it over to Chris. Chris shoots the 3. Oh, Chris Boucher. Man, we are drunk off the bagged milk right now. Bonjour to my boy Chris. He knocks that down. 111 to 89. Check it out. Chris Boucher. He's killing it right now. And then, yeah, there's a call right now on the Raptors. We pick up a foul, I believe. Plumlee draws it on Chris Boucher. It's all right. Chris Boucher's doing awesome tonight. I've been so happy with him. Knocking down that straightaway 3 just like OG did the possession before. All gas right now, no breaks. I love it. I might need to switch my microphone in a moment. What percent am I at? Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Plumlee misses the first one. Ice that boy. Chris Boucher's laughing back and forth with the bench a little bit. I don't know what was just said, but it's good to see him in the high spirits, playing great. I mean, I'm always going to root for a Canadian, but I like specifically really love Chris Boucher. His story is so like rugged, and he came out of Montreal North, which is a tough neighborhood, and had to grind out the G League, became a Depoy MVP in the G League. Plumlee missed both shots there, but he ended up getting the ball back off of the miss, gets a layup. So they do get 2 out of that possession. Chris Boucher, he's cracking me up right now, man. He's being a comedian on the floor. Let me check out the chat here. Lord 2 Senpai saying Mason Plum Sauce. I like Plumlee, actually. He was definitely an upgrade from Cody Zeller. And Cody Zeller wasn't playing bad. I think Plumlee's honestly, like, he's big time underrated. I don't think he's anything too special, but, like, I was going to call him a cheap man, Steven Adams, but Steven Adams is, like, a really good defender. Maybe, though. You know what I mean. Just plays straight up traditional 5 big man basketball and does it pretty nicely. And then Yuta Watanabe fouled pretty hard in transition there. He'll be shooting 2. Teflon pointing out the Boucher slingshot is accurate. That is such a funny analogy for the way he shoots the ball, but he slingshots it. He catapults it from like behind his head. It's crazy. It's like the reverse granny shot, if that makes sense. But yeah, he is absolutely unorthodox, which is another part of why I find him so cool as a player. At his best, he's like, when Chris Boucher has a good game, if you didn't watch the NBA and you watched a Chris Boucher like good performance, like let's say like a top 30 Chris Boucher performance, you'd think he was like Evan Mobley. Like the stuff he does out there is crazy. Chris Boucher covering Plumlee. Oh, great job on defense. Malachi Flynn ends up getting the steal, and great full court pass to OG Anunoby, who's tied up and fouled by Oubre. But great stuff there by Malachi Flynn, man. Looking like a complete floor general, gets the steal on offense, kind of because of Chris Boucher's really good defense matching feet with Plumlee. We're getting the replay here. Great job. And then that's knocked loose by some Raptor and ends up with Flynn. And then Flynn, great full court vision to get OG under the rim. And then OG makes his first free throw. He will be shooting another. Wraps up 112-91. Teflon saying, Yuta, just pass it back, man. And Steady took a pretty hard foul there in transition, but Yuta Watanabe has not been making the best decisions tonight, but he's still kind of found a way to recover a bit in this game. LaMelo throws it out to Martin, and Martin gives it right back to Ball. Ball's covered by Malachi Flynn, goes right around him, misses the floater, and they're fighting for the rebound. There we go. Raptors get it. Great job by Chris Boucher. Wow. I can't believe they gave that to Plumlee. He deserves it. He deserves it. Oh my God. He just found out too. He didn't realize that he got the foul until like a couple seconds after. And he's like, to me? Yeah. It's a reach-in. Yeah, because Chris Boucher is trying to yank the ball out, right? You can't. I don't know. You guys be the judge. Like, that's. If I was on the court, I would be mad too if I was Plumlee, but I think it kind of is the rules that you can't get in the personal space like that when he's ripping out the ball. Maybe if his hands didn't go into like Boucher's arms or whatever, then yeah, it's not really a reach-in. I don't know. I hope the call on the floor stands. I really do, because that'd be a nice momentum play. I mean, not that we really need it. 113-91. I'll knock on wood for the superstitious people, but big lead right now with 9:30 left in the game, and even if this play goes the other way and, we pick up a foul or whatever, the Hornets get the ball back, I still like what the Raptors are doing momentum-wise and how they've played this game. And they're going to do a coach's challenge, so I am going to change up my mic during this challenge, so don't go anywhere. I'll take just 1 second to set up here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I gotta shut off my other sound source. Okay. I think we're good now, guys. Let me know if I have an echo or anything, but I think we're all set up now with the mic that I had to be with. So there we go. Let me put my charger in. All right, we good now. So what was the call there? Okay, I think that Chris Boucher actually might have got assessed that foul, judging by the look on his face right now. So whatever, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, they're talking about back in the day when you get a rebound, just put your elbows right up, like rip out the ball. If you got two hands on that thing, like. Yeah, takes technical. And I love what Alvin Williams just said about that. You know, even if you're Chris Boucher, don't get discouraged by this. I love the fact that he's fighting and hustling. You know, it gets a tech. I don't even know what exactly for. I was switching up my microphones there, but hey, we'll wear that one. Whatever. I think Chris Boucher. Oh, Oubre gets the steal and then the run out dunk. Actually, okay, I think that it stood. So Chris Boucher might have just got a technical on top of that. Either way, guys, the score right now 113 to 94 right now for the Raptors, looking good. And then LaMelo, another steal for the Hornets there at the top of the key. Raptors need to stay awake here. LaMelo shoots the open three-pointer, misses that, thank God, and it's rebounded by Plumlee, who gets it out to Bouknight, jacks up another three, misses, and is rebounded by Siakam, who's hopefully on his way to a triple-double. He's got 22, 8, and 12 now. Pascal Siakam gets the ball back. He is taking crazy strides with this game. Siakam, he's got it on the perimeter. Pulls back, gets it to Flynn, deep three. Misses that, but good shot actually. And then Yuta Watanabe, great offensive rebound, kicks it back to Pascal Siakam. Get that to go. Misses it. Chris Boucher, get me that rebound. Get me that rebound. Get me that rebound. Oh, jump ball, jump ball. There we go. Amazing. Yeah, they're fighting for it there. Yeah, there we go. That's going to be a jump ball. Great hustle by Chris Boucher. Susie saying Boucher playing like he's the Hulk, man. He's like Dennis Rodman out there. I love it. Just straight hustle right now from Chris Boucher. He's going to be jumping off, I believe, with Cody Martin. No, never mind, Bouknight. Great job. Chris Boucher gets it. Bouknight didn't even care to contest that one. Raptors get possession. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Flynn's got it. Oh, great move. And then kisses it off the glass. Just beats Kelly Oubre straight up, man. Malachi Flynn. His impact has been felt tonight. No more slander on the Crimson Flynn. LaMelo ball. Oh, great steal by Siakam, or deflection, I guess. Goes out of bounds, but awesome defensive play there. The Raptors are dialed in. You know, the Raptors never at one point this game looked like in trouble. I think from start to finish, they came out determined to play a good game tonight, and that's exactly what we're getting. I'm very pleased with this Raptors team at the moment. Mike Chaffee saying, nice, Flynn. Hey, okay, Malachi, that's what Country Kong's saying. And then Cookit's son asking, how close is Pascal to the triple-double? Oh, Hornets hit one. Okay, did you guys just see LaMelo Ball look back to Chris Boucher, like, pass me it on the inbounds? It's a greasy move. It's a ratty move, but he needs 2 more rebounds, Cookit's son. That's what he needs until he gets a triple-double. So watch out for that. And then OG misses that three-pointer, and it's rebounded by Martin. Raptors running back on defense. LaMelo Ball's pushing the ball. Gets fouled, no and one. He'll be shooting 2 at the charity stripe. Monte Cristo saying they foul us so hard, man. Yeah, you know what? The Hornets have had a couple for sure. Happy that LaMelo didn't finish there on an and one. That's good. I gotta say, Gary Trent Jr., I like this new look. It looks tough. He's got like the weekend hair. Like I don't dislike it, but this looks cleaner for sure. Him and Pascal Siakam both look better with the headbands. I feel like that's like a really backhanded thing to say, but just it's from a swag on the court perspective. LaMelo Ball about to take his second there, and he makes it. So the score is 115 to, I believe, it says 99. So yeah, okay, I thought it might have been 100, but up by 16 points are the Raptors in just over 7 minutes until the end of this game. My God, the Hornets coach is basically on the floor. Chill out, bro. Ends up with Trent Jr., who's covered by Oubre. Precious sets the pick. Gary throws it down to Siakam, who tries to get it to Malachi. He does, and then it ends up with Precious, who just bobbles it. But I swear that was it off the Hornets. That went off Book Knight's leg. Okay, whatever. They're not going to call it. It's going to be Hornets ball. Seeing some rumble about Jakob Poeltl in the chat here. A couple people bringing him up. I would love to see Jakob Poeltl back here. But Iceman, like Gervin points out, Spurs not trading Poeltl. Yeah, you know what? He's an asset. I think everyone does have a price, but I don't really understand either why they would want to give him up. You know, I mean, they already acquired him for a reason, sent out Kawhi, which was a big price to pay. Clearly, they got back to Rose, and who they lost in free agency and got nothing for. So, you know, looks even worse. But Jakob Poeltl is someone that you can kind of like build a defense around almost. He's an insane rim protector. Very capable on offense, too. I think by the end of his career, like, I don't know if he'll ever be an all-star. That seems like generous, but, you know, he could have a really crazy year. He's quietly one of the best centers in the league some nights. And I think defensively, he's already like right up there in the top 10 centers in the league. He's legit, man. He's a little heavier, so I get how it's tougher for him to contest the perimeter. But at the end of the day, in terms of what you expect your center to do on defense, he does it to a T. I miss having him on the team big time. He would definitely be worth trading for as well. But as the chat's pointing out, you know, might not be too likely. Iceman Gervin says Spurs not trading him. I've seen a few other Spurs fans say that, you know, he's not a tradable piece. And interesting enough, I'm looking at what the Sixers are saying now about their trade assets. I mean, one of the stories that came out recently was apparently that we offered Pascal Siakam for Ben Simmons, which, guys, like, I'm a Raptors fan. Like, by the end of the day, like, I'm just going to speak completely honest, right? I think I get why Masai did that. I think we need to understand why Masai did that. Like, Ben Simmons is a rare talent, like 3 to 4 years younger than Pascal. I mean, you know how much we value defense and positionlessness. And Ben Simmons is like one of, like, he embodies that, really. He was the second in D-point voting. I get why we offered it, but Daryl Morey shutting down the deal, saying, no, I want a bigger piece to come back than Pascal Siakam. I can't see him getting better deals than that, really. I mean, he's kind of pressed to do something with Ben Simmons, which is why they're probably inevitably going to lose the trade. But Daryl Morey not trying to feel the heat of the situation too much. If he has to wait until the offseason to try to get like Damian Lillard or someone, then so be it. He will wait until then, and it sounds like that's the plan, but the Raptors are definitely trying to get him at some point. But where was I going with that? I had something else to say about trades in the Raptors. We're talking about Yak. I don't know, guys. I'm lost on this one, but if it comes back to me, I'll bring it up. Hornets inbound the ball. Oubre has it. 115 to 99 is the score. Plumlee sets the pick. Precious Achiuwa. Oubre jacks it up in Precious's face. He misses and is rebounded by Flynn. Every little bit of statistical leg up I can get my guy Flynn, I love to see. Passes it up to Chris Boucher, who's covered by LaMelo Ball. That was a foul by LaMelo, straight up. Siakam, oh, good job. Gets the pass out of the double. Flynn drives, gets it to Gary. Gary sidesteps on the pump fake, shoots the mid-range, unfortunately misses, and it's retrieved by Cody Martin. And that's up the floor to Book Knight. Book Knight's looked pretty nice this game. Misses that, thankfully. Good job. Good defense there. And then Chris Boucher protecting the ball from Book Knight. Book Knight came at him heated. And then LaMelo Ball tips it out of bounds. Raptors will be holding on to it. And shouts out the 140 people we have watching right now. Yeah, a lot of people in the chat saying they're happy that Siakam didn't get traded for Ben Simmons. You know what? Me too, but I think that like if the I don't know. I don't even want to go there right now. Siakam, a circus shot, gets it to go. Gets it to go. Playing great. 24 points, 8 rebounds, 12 assists. Just doing everything tonight and being very efficient too. So we're up by 16 points still. I need Siakam to get those rebounds. I really want him to get that triple-double, but I would be lying to say that I think Ben Simmons is a pretty good return, but we'll leave it at that. The deal didn't happen. I don't think Masai is going to go dangling that deal back out anytime soon. And then Chris Boucher, man, I'm so happy with the way he's playing tonight. Mogwai actually makes a good point. You cannot trust Simmons in big moments. Yeah, he's folded heavy, but... And then, LaMelo Ball, so smooth. Kisses it high off the glass, gets the layup to go. Malachi Flynn brings it across half court, throws it over to Siakam, gets it to Gary Trent. Gary thought about shooting it, but gives it back up to Siakam, gets it right back and does shoot it. So on second thought, he wanted his shot, but misses, and then it's rebounded by Martin and brought up the floor. Hand off to Bouknight, gets it to LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball, drives, misses that, and is rebounded by Chris Boucher. How many rebounds does Boucher have? Only 7. I would have thought more, but good night for him on the glass. Siakam has it. I need him to get some rebounds. Pascal throws it to Malachi, who, bullet pass down to Chris. Chris cuts out in front. That should be a bucket. Nice move by Chris, but bad offensive touch there. Very nice pass by Malachi Flynn. Shouts out to him, but Oubre with it for the Hornets. Pulls up in the mid-range near the foul line. Misses that and rebounded by Siakam. He needs one more. He only needs one more. Go get it, Spicy. Go get it. Oh, Gary Trent Jr. Why not? Have another three-pointer. It's your night. He's playing great. I mean, we got 140 people out here, so shouts out to you guys. Appreciate you tuning in. I won't spike it, but drop a like if you're watching this. And the score right now is 122 to 103. So the Raptors up by, was it not 17 points? Whatever, let's see. We got a decent lead right now. Yeah, so we're up by 19 points. I'm looking in the chat and seeing people talking about Scottie Barnes right now. Mike Kamina saying Barnes is still kind of raw at the moment. He definitely is. I mean, I would expect that from him as a rookie, but think about how raw we really expected Scottie Barnes to be. This guy averaged 12 coming off the bench in the NCAA, right? He looked great. The eye test was awesome, but I gotta be serious. A lot of times with Scottie Barnes in college, he didn't really have a go-to move. He would just try to body his way to the paint and just put up a shove shot or whatever. And he was always a good passer, but who expected him to have this smooth of a jump shot? Who expected him to be this willing to shoot threes? And just overall, as great as he's been. We've had a plethora of amazing surprises from Scottie Barnes. So definitely does still look raw, but just compared to what we thought he would be, I mean, he's really a lot more polished than we would have thought. Pleasant surprises to say the least. David C. says, we up by 20, played the entire bench. Mike Kamina saying this is a good win. He's ready to lock it in. I just need to see Pascal Siakam get that one more rebound to seal another triple-double. I mean, it would look good on him. It would look really good on him. Country Kong saying, good game, Siakam. Mike Chappie saying, get out the salami and cheese. This is over. Yeah, and Susie makes a very good point. Great game when we care about Pascal getting one more rebound and not the score. Feels good. Exactly. The important things feel pretty well taken care of tonight. Now we're just doing, things for little added cherries on top of what should be a very, dominant victory. We got 4 minutes to play. I know some people are sitting here saying the game's not over, and it definitely isn't. And things can happen quickly, but I think that regardless, the Raptors have done a great job of getting them into a position where all that's on our minds right now is seeing a stat-padded night for Siakam because he rose up to the challenge of being the point guard. First time he's ever been started at the one spot in his career. And who would have seen this coming? When you remember Pascal as a rookie in 2016, running point guard in a winning effort versus a playoff team. Triple-double, hopefully. Amazing. And he dropped how many points? He's at 22 right now. Maybe even a little bit more. 24. 9 of 16 from the floor, perfect from the free throw line, 50% from 3, mixed in a block. I mean, his fingerprints are all over this game. Hornets get the bucket there. Got to hold your ground. Pascal Siakam has it. OG sets the pick. Pascal throws it over to Gary Trent Jr. Gary driving, fumbles that ball, and then, okay, Raptors are getting it back there. I thought we might have just turned that one straight up over, but Smith touches it and it goes out. Yeah, you know what? I think that if you look at the lineup right now for the Hornets, I think they've kind of thrown the towel in for sure. OG shoots the 3, gets it to go. There we go, OG Anunoby. Having a good night. So I've been harsh on OG recently, but having a nice performance. Oh, they throw that ball. That's an over and back. Bench unit not looking too cohesive at the moment for the Hornets, and here we go. We got our guys coming in right now. Keep Siakam in, please, please, please. Do not take him out. No. Nick Nurse, man, come on. Let him stay out there and get the triple-double. I don't know. Where do we sit on this, guys? I need to make a poll immediately. Is it more important to get a minute or two of extra playing time for a deep bench guy? Or would you have liked to see Pascal Siakam? What's more important? What's the better coaching decision? Forget what you want to see as a fan. Did Nick Nurse make the right call taking out Siakam there? Let me see. Did Nurse make the right call removing Siakam before a triple-double? Kind of butchered that one sec. You know what, man? I think a lot of people might say yes because it's very important to get your bench guys some touches, and Hornets have theirs out. We are up huge. You don't want Pascal getting hurt. I understand either view, but I won't lie. Tonight I'm disappointed that we wouldn't let Pascal go get a triple-double at his first ever start at the point guard spot. Even as a coach, I would have left him in to go get it. I'm Russell Westbrook's favorite coach. The Hornets drive, throw it down into the post, they get the dunk. Watanabe throws it back in bounds. We're just under 2 minutes now left in the game. But guys, we did hit our bet tonight. Check that out. Plus 300. Gary Trent Jr. went off tonight with 32 points, 2 and 2. So my at least 20-point bet for him. Cash. That's just straight cash. And then, of course, Pascal Siakam with 12 assists. I thought 7.5 was a high line for him, but I mean, doing that and then some almost doubles up on it. But looking good. And then Thor hits the shot for the Hornets. He's an interesting player. Yeah, and as Matt's saying right now, this is an impressive W for the Raptors, a statement W. This is a contender, not a contender. I take that back. They need a better front court before the Hornets can really think about contending, and they need more experience. But this is definitely a team that we're fighting for in the Eastern Conference to get some playoff positioning. Big time W, get above 500 again. We'll start to create some separation from being 500. Let's get thoroughly into winning basketball. But a win tonight gets that started. After a brutal game against the Trailblazers, that was tough to watch. But, hey, Raptors answer in a good way. The interior pass from Bouknight. Hornets missed that, and it's rebounded by Watanabe. Brought up the court now. 50 seconds left. Watanabe tries to give it to Flynn, but kind of errantly throws it out of bounds, man. Okay, this doesn't matter anymore. I get it's garbage time, but Yuta Watanabe had a rough night. I'm a Yuta fan, but let me just say it straight up. A rough night. Jones throws it back out to Bouknight, throws it to Thor. Thor covered by Banton. They throw the interior pass. Oh, that was really nice offensive rotation there by the Hornets, but they goes off of their fingertips as well. And then Malachi Flynn, elusive with the ball. I like it. He doesn't want to score here. Oh, but Jones is kind of pressing him. Okay, yeah, Malachi, go give it to him. They don't want to. Man, if they're gonna press you on defense, don't worry about being classy. Go ahead and take a last shot. Svi Mikhailuk misses the open 3, and then it's rebounded by the Hornets. 3, 2, 1, bing bong, we won. Love to see it. Get the flames on for the Raptors, man. They play great tonight. Absolutely great. What a big victory against a Eastern Conference rival who's come out with basically the same record as us this year. You know, we've got some guys that are fighting to get into the All-Star game. They do as well. LaMelo Ball and Fred VanVleet is going to be a tight competition, but I think it belongs to Fred. This year, he definitely needs to become an all-star. So shouts out to everyone. Pat yourself on the back for voting for him and getting him up to 7th in those depth charts for the fan votes. Same thing can be said for Pascal Siakam, who should have had a triple-double tonight. But according to the poll, 51% of people agree that Nick Nurse made... Oh, one sec. Let me see. How did I word it again? I think we're nearly split here on... I believe more people actually agree that Nick Nurse didn't make the right decision taking out Pascal Siakam. As much as you prevent him from getting hurt, right, the game's done. Let the bench get in. You want to get these younger players getting some reps in because normally you're rolling with your starting five if you're Nick Nurse, like an abnormal amount. So I think it is important, but I wanted him to get that one rebound, man. As his first ever start at point guard, like let him get the triple-double. That's huge. He's trying to make an all-star case, but Nick Nurse clearly sees that there's bigger goals this season than just a triple-double for Pascal Siakam, but he played well enough to deserve one. And look at Gary Trent Jr. right now. Look at Gary. He looks like he's living in year 2030. A fashion icon, bro. He's got the headband around the neck. It looks like a choker, NBA-style choker. He's got angels with AK-47s tattooed on him. Gary Trent Jr. is just like the most trendy guy on the face of the earth. But what an effort for him tonight. Like I said, 32 points. Cash is the bet that I put on him. You just love to see it. Pascal Siakam delivering huge with 24, 9, and 12. Chris Boucher, 12, 7, and 1. 50% from the floor. Great defensive night. He had 2 steals, 2 blocks. Only turned over the ball once, but he was getting deflections left, right, and center, breaking up things defensively, just being a disruptor. That's the best way to describe Chris Boucher. A professional disruptor. Man, you guys already know, I'm drunk off the bagged milk. Chris Boucher, the Canadian, doing his thing tonight. I'm going to put the flames on for him. What a 180 he's had, but it's starting to become normal. He's in a contract year, so you know he wants to get his money at the end of all this and just be an impact player, right? He's a serious competitor. Like, he wants to win. He's a champion. And I think the more and more he's with this team, the more and more he wants to be the go-to guy. It was tough to accept a lesser role at the beginning of the season with Precious and Kem here. But he's done a great job competing for minutes, even when both of those guys are healthy. Shout out to my man, Boucher. OG Anunoby, 24, 7, and 2. OG drops like a quiet 24 so often. And it's because he plays best off ball. I'm going to stand on that point for as long as I'm doing this live stream. Or I guess if I'm proven wrong, I'll admit it. But OG Anunoby doing great. 2 steals, 1 block. Love it. Siakam, or I just said Siakam's. Flynn, 11, 2, and 3. I'm so happy for this guy. I am so happy for this guy. You know Eric Flynn somewhere is feeling great. So Flynn only had, 25 minutes, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 of 7 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, had a steal, only turned over the ball once. I mean, really great job for him. Seriously, awesome game. And this is the first time we've seen him in so long. I asked for a Malachi Flynn appearance. I got a Malachi Flynn appearance. And we're getting the replay right now. Justin Champagnie getting kicked out after his altercation with Miles Bridges. Yeah, he gave him the Jokic treatment, came down. Or, sorry, that was PJ Washington, not Miles Bridges. You know someone brought up Brittany Renner. You just know someone brought it up. And then Banton. Banton was very impressive tonight. Only 17 minutes, but looked like really good. 10 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 50% from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 3 blocks. He did have 2 turnovers, but it's not too bad. I loved his game tonight. Loved what Delano Banton was doing. Like I said, I was a skeptic. I thought I just had to be. I had to question the nature of the situation when Malachi Flynn was sitting for this kid right out of the gate. But Delano Banton, I see the vision now. I understand. Like, the length on defense is hard to match, and like his creativity on offense is great. And you can tell he's already made huge strides as a primary scorer when he needs to. Showing up big time at the G League level. I didn't get to see a whole lot of Isaac Bonga tonight. He did get in there at the end for garbage minutes. Probably the reason Siakam came out, to be honest. So I'm not thrilled about that. But good to see him getting some touches. And guys, big time thank you for getting us to 125 likes on this video. I know I say I shut my mouth once we do there, but I'll drop one last like spike for anyone who's just still watching at this point and wants to throw one on the video before we shut down. But thank you guys so much for helping me do this, making it the production that it is. And we have a few games until then, but Sunday, Marcel Martin, a highly anticipated guest, he's coming back to the pod. He's going to be helping commentate Kyle Lowry's return to Toronto. Man, this is going to be epic. Don't want to miss it at all. I mean, if you heard Marcel's minute when we opened up with hot takes, the segment, you know that this guy he's meant for the microphone. We got to get him back on here. Very passionate about his Raptors, but thank you for everyone making the hot take segment a lot of fun too. I mean, I can't give enough thanks to the community. This has been a ton of fun. And guys, I'm signing off until next time.